the time is finally here. Hi guys. If you don't know me, my name is Victoria. So just as a little brief introduction, my name is Victoria. As I said, I am a medical doctor slash DIY home renovator. So I have been I started off renovating my parents' house, and then I bought my own house, and now I'm renovating that house. So we are currently undergoing 2 projects at the same time. So I'm switching between the 2 houses, and I decided to come on here and finally start a YouTube channel. So my previous renovations have been shown on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, go check it out. It's Victoria Homes. So I was basically doing a lot of my renovation on there, and I decided to come on here and just show a bit more of the in-depth stuff here. More specifically, I am making this video because I'm about to install the stair runner. I was thinking of posting it on my Instagram stories, but I thought I'd give you something a little more longer format and on a platform that's just more suited for that. So we're going to be installing a stair runner today. Oh gosh, I'm out of breath. Anyway, so I have just managed to pick up all the bits and bobs that I need for the stair runner, and I'm just going to take you on the journey. So the stair runner itself is from Floor Street. Absolutely obsessed with the stair runner. So let's give it a look. These are the stairs where the stair runner is going to be installed. So I've already filled the gaps. You can check out the video on my Instagram. But I basically filled all the gaps with wood filler and then sanded and then painted. And I've done that all the way up the stairs. Sorry, it's a bit dusty there, but it will all go. And then later on, I'm going to deal with the cracks on the side of the stairs. But for now, we are focusing on the installation of the stair runner. So let's head up. So I'm going to show you what the stair runner looks like. So it's from Floor Street, as I mentioned, and here it is. Oh my gosh, I can't lift it up. So it's actually the next day. Why? Because I realised that the paint on the stairs was actually still wet, so I couldn't lay the carpet on wet stairs, of course. So anyway, it is now Monday and it is stair installation day, finally. So for those who don't know, I actually started this stair renovation in probably 2023. And it's now 2025. So therefore, it's been a long time coming, as you can see. And I'll also insert some clips of what the stairs look like originally, just to let you know that certain transformations don't require you to have like massive like spaces and everything like that. You can transform any space into whatever you want it to look like. But there are a few essentials that one needs in order to get this job done properly. Now, I have got most of my gear from Floor Street, most of, if not all of the gear from Floor Street. So obviously the first thing you're going to need is your runner itself. And this is it. So that's the outside, of course. This is the inside. So we have a black edged runner. Oh, let's put that back inside. Do you know what I love the smell of? New carpet. Like that's just got like the typical freshly laid carpet smell. But anyway, so you need your runner and then you also need your installation kit. So I got all of this from Floor Street, runner from Floor Street and the installation kit from Floor Street. Now, why do I think you need to get this installation kit and your runner from Floor Street? Is that it just makes your job so much easier, especially if you're doing it DIY style. So this is the installation kit over here. And what does it include? It includes your underlay. It also comes with a spray adhesive, fantastic, carpet grips. If I tell you how much all of this costs, so this whole kit was £57. Plus, you get an extra 10% off with my discount code Victoria Homes. So this kit is a no-brainer in terms of cost effectiveness and ease as well. Because I actually went to a store earlier last week because I was just going to buy the underlay in store. And please tell me why they were saying it was going to be £160. No, thank you. No, thank you. So this was quite literally perfect. So anyway, those are some of the things that you need. Now, in terms of tools, you'll need a soft mallet hammer. I think it's called what's it called? A rubber mallet. And then you need a carpet tucker, which is this. And then you'll need a regular claw hammer like this and a Stanley knife like this. As you can see, I've basically bought all of this stuff just now. I think these were like £5 or £6, so these aren't too expensive. So yeah, let's basically head straight into the installation. Now, just as a by the way, I have never done this before, okay? I'm gonna say that again. I have never installed a carpet runner before, and I'm just going based off what the good people on YouTube and the internet at large have been advising with regards to this type of installation. So it's not going to be like me saying, so what you have to do is this, that, and the other. No, it's going to be a case of I am quite literally going to be working it out on the go. I've seen some tutorials. I've got the general gist, but we need to be realistic because nothing is like the real show itself. So I've prayed, so we should be good to go. Let's start the installation. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the carpet on the stairs. So basically I need to determine exactly where the carpet's going to go and how much space is on the sides of the carpet. Here's the carpet. Ugh. Now, what you need to do is position it on the stairs so that I know exactly where the carpet's going to go and therefore where I should put the underlay. Because obviously the underlay goes on first, but I can't put the underlay on if I don't know where the carpet's going to cover. Do you know what I mean? So that's the first task. So again, just to give you an idea of what the carpet looks like. Hello. So it's got a bit of like a chevron pattern to it as well, but you'll see it better when I lay it down. So let's position it. So it's time for me to now position the carpet exactly where it's going to go and determine what distance it is from the sides. So I'm going to grab the carpet. So it's 11 centimeters either side. So I need to make sure it's square. This is going to be kind of fidgety actually. Oh gosh, my gosh. Wow, okay, this... I'm just realizing exactly how much work this is going to entail. That's looking so pretty so far, right? Doesn't that look so pretty? So I've gone ahead and trimmed down the carpet runner to the right width. The width basically needs to be the same as the length of these carpet grips. So now it's time for me to nail down these carpet grippers. Now this is the part that is a little bit technical, but the idea is that each of these carpet grippers have an arrow on it, and this arrow is supposed to be facing the corner. Let's do some stair anatomy. You've got the tread and you've got the riser. The tread is the bit you tread on, and the riser is the bit that rises. So the carpet gripper needs to basically be pointing towards each of these corners. So you have 2 carpet grippers per step. So you have one here and one underneath here, and the arrows are supposed to both be pointing towards the corner. So this arrow that goes on the riser is pointing downwards towards the corner, and then this gripper, the arrow is supposed to be pointing inwards towards the corner, right? So this arrow is supposed to be going in this way, and this arrow is supposed to be going down this way. Does that make sense? So the way the gripper is designed is it has nails that are pointing outwards and then nails that are pointing inwards. So the nails that are like, you can actually feel here are going to be gripping the carpet. These nails that are pointing inwards, so can you see that? Yeah? So this one that's pointed inwards is what you're going to knock to secure the gripper onto the stairs. Does that make sense? So you position your gripper and you just knock these flat head nails into the stairs to secure the gripper onto the stairs. Now, the next thing is positioning of the gripper. So they say that it's supposed to be about ×2 of the thickness of your carpet. So when I say ×2, I mean the distance from the gripper to the corner of the step, right? So the distance between here and here and here and here is supposed to be ×2 the thickness of your carpet. So I have realized that, oh my gosh, my cones work out to be ×2 of the thickness of my carpet. So I'm using my cones as my guide, and I'm literally going to position them in such a way that ensures that the space is consistent across the gripper. So I'm basically going to go like this, and then knock, this, knock, this, knock. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm using this as my guide, and I'm going to place this here. Oh, and another thing, we need to make sure that the distance either side of the gripper is the same. So, the carpet runner is 11 centimeters either side, so we need this to be about 6 millimeters less. So we're gonna do about this much, so 11.6. Then on this side will also be 11.6 as well. And then we've used our combs as our spacers, and we're just going to, oh gosh. We're gonna knock that into place. And we're gonna shift our spacer to make sure it's equal. Again. Ouch! Don't touch the gripper. That's the first gripper. I wish I had a nail gun. But let me just show you how I position this top gripper. So again, I'm just going to be using one comb to space because this serves as partial thickness anyway. Okay. Alright then, so I have installed all the carpet grippers. Let them see the carpet grippers. Yes. And now, follow me back up here, join me back up here. Hello, hello, hello. This is the underlay that came in the installation kit. And the idea is that you put it everywhere you don't have grip up. You basically want to keep it between the two grippers, yeah? So between this one and the one underneath, yeah? We're going to keep them in between them. All right, so between this one and this one. I'm going to take my trusted Stanley knife and basically just cut so that I've got a snug fit. So you want to keep it like this. You're going to cut like this. So it is a bit of a fidgety one because this carpet's got a bit of weight to it. The runner's got some weight to it. So you want to follow the gripper. You can feel for it. Alright. So that's the first one. To be honest, this one wasn't necessary. This one was not necessary because it's quite literally not going to be doing anything. But it's nice to know that it's there. So the next one is going to work like this. You take your carpet like this and then you run it over. And you're going to take that like that and then run it over to the next one. Now, I don't have a staple gun, and I'm wondering if I should get a staple gun. I think I should get a staple gun. Man, didn't want to have to get a staple gun. So, we've got ourselves our staple gun. We went to just pick one up from Screwfix, and I've loaded it up. And what I'm going to do is, instead of using spray adhesive, maybe I should use both since I've got it. Right. Spray adhesive. This one, I'm not going to nail gun in. I'm just going to spray adhesive it. Just because, yeah, it's not needed. I'm going to slip it on there. Now, it's time to spray this bit. Down. Wonder how quickly it sticks. Oh, it actually sticks kind of quickly. Whoa. I don't need the nail gun. For some reason I thought it was gonna oh no. Oh mate. Well, you know, at least I now know. And I have a nail gun anyway. Who doesn't want a nail gun? Our trusted Stanley knife. There we go. And then I'm just going to repeat that all the way down the stairs. So let's go. Now is the important part. The important part. The part you've all been waiting for. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Am I going to try to do it anyway? Yeah.
So just to explain exactly what I'm doing here, I first started off by making sure that the carpet was nicely aligned and straight with the top of the stairs. This ensures that as you lay your carpet down, everything is running straight and square.
So nice. To the corner. Can you hear that grip?
And just to let you know, I don't show you in this video, but that top flap of carpet that you see, I end up literally just using spray adhesive to stick it onto the step. And you actually don't need that top gripper that you can see right there. And one thing that you will see me do throughout this process is measure the sides. It's super important to make sure that as you're going down the stairs, that both sides are equal. Otherwise, if they're not, that means your carpet's going to be going in a different direction. Now, for the most part, if the top of your carpet is nice and square and straight at the top, you shouldn't really be deviating too much. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 millimeters is okay, but for the most part, you want to be making sure that you are as equal on both sides as possible. And you're literally just going to be pulling the carpet over the step nicely and as tight as possible. And one thing that I didn't do that I would recommend that you do, it's not absolutely necessary, is not only just using the carpet grips to secure the carpet, but also spraying a bit of spray adhesive onto the underlay so that the carpet is actually stuck to the underlay as well. I didn't do it, won't be a problem, but it just adds extra security as well. However, having said that, if this is the first time and probably only time you're going to be installing a carpet runner by yourself, I would recommend maybe not using the spray adhesive because it allows you to go and rectify any mistakes. If you start to shift, at least you know that the adhesive hasn't stuck the carpet down to the underlay. So this is the final finished look. It looks fantastic. It changes the way this hallway looks tremendously. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe, share and follow for my next video.